Great movie scripts require a gripping plot and strong characters, preferably one hero and one anti-hero, and if the latter term can be applicable to either central character, thus conflicting the audience and dividing opinions, so much better. But was 2021 the greatest ever F1 season? We're going to look back at some of the best F1 title battles. Starting off with 1958, it saw the rise of British racing green as Cooper and Vanwall turn a red tide of Ferrari and Maserati and set the stage for the leading role British engineering continues to play. After Sterling Moss record-breaking victory in Argentina, where he ran his little Rob Walker Cooper non-stop to the first post-war win for a rear-engineered car, Sterling won 3 more races. Teammate Tony Brooks won in Belgium, Germany and Italy. The sling pickings were left for Ferrari, of winner piece for Mike Hawthorne and Peter Collins, but there was a more reliable car. Brooks' victory at Monza ensured the title fight went down to the last race, and in the Portugal Grand Prix, Sterling stood up for Mike when the Ferrari driver spun on the lap and was about to be lapped. Mike went up the escape road over a footpath, getting back on track. Stewards wanted to disqualify him, but Sterling Moss said no, and that led to Mike Hawthorne being awarded the world champion. Imagine that sort of sportsman-like in F1 today. 1968 was the death of legendary Jim Clark in April that set the scene for a heroic fight to the championship success by Graham Hill. In a season where leading runners had access to full Cosworth V8, the shattered Lotus teammate experienced tremendous opposition from Matcher, with Ken Tyrrell running Jackie Stewart, Bruce McLaren himself and Denny Hulme. Ferrari were also fast, as was Rin in the Brabham. In one of the most competitive and open seasons, Lotus won the opening races before Jackie Stewart won multiple races, as did Bruce McLaren. Jackie Hicks also won for Ferrari, and also multiple race winners are out. And in the year of wings and the arrival of commercial advertising, it really turned F1 into a big sport as Graham Hill won the championship. 1976 was an old school season. Ferrari versus McLaren as James Hunt went head to head with Niki Lauda. Niki won opening races before Niki's fiery crash at the Nürburgring, where he was lucky to be alive. In Italy, as James was shabbily treated, Ronnie Peterson joined the USGP West winning Clay Regazzoni, Jody Scheckter and John Watson as one-time success champions, but overturning James's Spanish disqualification victories in Germany and Holland and others in Canada and Australia, put in contention for the title. He then needed 4 points, seemed to have won it when Niki pitted. Later, though things didn't go well with James's tyres wearing out, but eventually after pitting he made the positions he needed to win a dramatic season, with everything that turned it into a Hollywood script. In 2008, the choice could have easily been 2007, but there was greater breadth of opposition this season, with 7 drivers and 5 marquees winning. Ferrari wanted to prove they could stay on top, having Pit Massa to the honours in 2007, and Massa had a driver with tremendous form. McLaren, of course, were raising everything that happened the year before with Spygate. Then you had Robert Kubica winning races, Alonso back at Renault, etc, etc. The power struggle continued between these two teams. It was very even, Hamilton dominating his home race. Of course, Massa, the whole Singapore thing, we know the story there, but the ending couldn't have been any more dramatic, could it, with Lewis Hamilton winning on the last corner, and just something that's still remembered today. And then 2021, what an incredible season this was. Regulation changes incoming, but it just felt like every race these two drivers were battling out, and sometimes it maybe wasn't as clean as you would have liked to have seen it. But the numerous battles we've seen, whether it be Silverstone or even races like Spain or Bahrain where they were battling for the lead, I think every race had a story. You had the whole battle between the team principals as well, and then of course that season decider. Still personally don't think it was a particularly fair season decider, but the moment on the last lap, it will go down in memory. It's probably one of the most iconic moments in the history of the sport. So yeah, it was very, very good.
That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.